This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 68, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a man's point of view. First of all, I want to thank our listeners, our new ones, our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, we give our take on the Myles Garrett Mason Rudolph fight.
Spoiler alert, the pretty boy quarterback is at fault.
Halle Berry puts her ex-husband's business in the street.
Further proof why you should never keep it 100 with your wife.
Yeah, right. We weigh in on John Legend being the sexiest man alive, and a Dear Irby writer gets cheated on by his wife for the second time in 5 months. All that and more right now. Check.
Check 1, 2.
Let's do the show. This is MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some feedback, Hobie.
Do we now?
Yes, from CDSNATH. I don't know what that means, but I know who this is. This is my brother right here, man.
Okay.
We Frisbee together, man. But I ain't gonna put his name on blast because he didn't put his name on there, but he goes by CDSNATH. A well-deserved flag on the play, talking about K-Fed. Still catching up on some shows in the archive, but I was definitely curious to catch your opinions on Dave Chappelle's recent special. That's episode 57. The point about his silliness are on point. But I do love that he is unapologetically pushing the envelope and attempting to derail this rampant wokemotive. I like that phrase, dog. Wokemotive. Yeah. I like that. That's currently pummeling its way through society. This pre-offended. That's another good word. Mm-hmm. Pre-offended.
I don't even know what you got to say, but I know I'm not going to like it.
I'm outraged. I got to tell you this quick story. I was at the Comedy Magic, and I said something offensive, and they're very, very in the middle of the road there.
Yeah.
And this woman was so outraged, man. And she was like, it was like she was ready to get the manager at that moment. But everybody laughed so hard, I saw her look around and sit back down. It was crazy. It was like, wow. I don't know if she was really about to, but it was like she was getting out of her chair.
Damn.
And everybody laughed, and I saw her look around and just sit back down. I was like, wow. I guess I'll catch the next thing he says.
Hopefully the next joke falls flat.
And the pre-offended segment of society needs a smack-up call. And the voices of common sense and comedy, all caps, needn't feel afraid to express an opinion for the sake of stimulating dialogue. To comment on your discussion on visitation, let's not forget by formula, the current law, the weekend father is structured to be the weekend father. Ooh, what is dude's dropping jewels? What is he, a rapper?
I know, right? It's some poetry.
Yeah, man. Thank you, fellas, for the love and reading my comments, because we've read his before. You gents are on the pulse of sensitivity to many things that truly matter. No matter what levels of professional success you continue to experience, never stop doing this. Keep up the phenomenal work if you build it. Let me tell you something. What he basically just said was, no matter how much y'all blow up, don't stop doing this right here.
I can't make that promise.
I will do my best.
I cannot make that promise.
This may turn into a different titled show, but I'm just happy to come out coming right now. He's making a long ride. But basically asked us to keep doing the show, man. How you feel, dog? Besides that, how you feel?
Nah, man. It's listen, every time you read the feedback, it's always like, exciting. You know what I'm saying? Somebody listened. Somebody took the time to write. They actually processed what we said. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They had an opinion. Yes. And their opinion was so strong that they wanted to write to us.
They took the time.
Yeah,
sat down.
Yeah.
Pulled over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've never felt the urge to do something like that.
Engage a show?
Yeah, well, no, a couple of times I disagreed with like a radio show. I tried to call in.
Wait a minute. How about, I got to call the flag on you, dude. What? Flag on the play. What's your boy's name that used to be on KABC, the black dude?
Larry Elder.
Yes. You always go in on Larry Elder on Twitter.
And that's the guy who I called in on. I called in on. I sat there and waited for like an hour, man, like a couple times. And,
that is hilarious, dude.
Obviously, I'm not getting past the screener because my opinion, I got beef with him. So it was like, man, maybe if I act like I like what he's talking about.
Yeah. Did it ever work?
Hell nah, it never worked, man.
Because you can't hide your true feelings.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a big fan of that bitch ass motherfucker Larry Elder. Can I get on? When we come back, we are going to combine saving relationship and the front pages of our lives because Kamal went to a concert last night. And he's going to tell us why having fun with your lady is a good thing. This is the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, you went and had some fun last night, man. You went to a concert. What happened, dude?
Man, I had a great time.
Did you?
Yeah, man. My wife got me tickets to the Funkin' NIE concert.
Mm-hmm. Where was it? At Glen Helen?
Nah, it was at the Toyota Center in Ontario.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. She got me tickets for my birthday, which was a couple of weeks ago. She heard me talking about. I think I saw a poster of Morris Day in the Time. I was like,
that's
that's
your group.
Morris Day and Cameo and the SOS band, the Barcades, the Daz band.
How old are you, bro?
Ohio Players. Man, that's my childhood, man.
No, not some of this ain't your childhood. Ohio Players,
but the Ohio Players before my time.
Yeah, SOS band is deaf. Did you hear them?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Man,
I heard the SOS band.
Hard, boy.
The SOS band, Morris
you know that's
Day.
Jam and Lewis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, SOS band.
Cameo, yeah.
I mean, they're not in the band, but they produce.
Yeah. That's my childhood, man. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And honestly, Morris Day and the Time are the epitome of cool.
Oh, man.
For me.
I'm a cool.
They played that. That was like,
that shit go hard,
gosh,
boy.
Yeah.
Boy, that boy Prince got moved.
Yeah, man.
I know I said Prince because a lot of people don't know that Prince was behind a lot of he put the band together.
Dude, Prince is the time.
Yeah, people don't know this.
Yeah, not live, but on record.
But on record, yeah.
He's playing every instrument. The only person in the studio is Morris Day.
Yeah, it's Prince and Morris Day. Matter of fact, I learned this from that book that we have, the Morris Day book. Basically, and Prince in that first album, him and Morris did it. The time wasn't even formed yet. They literally, dude, they did Get It Up, which is such a classic.
Yeah.
And then after Prince played because they did that in Minneapolis, Prince went back to L.A. Doing his Hollywood thing. Morris went back to being a session drummer, just trying to play the drums for $30 a day.
Yeah.
And Prince hit him up, was like, yo, man, you're going to have to form a band because Get It Up is a hit. He's like, okay, let me find the best people I can find.
Yeah,
and he did.
He did.
Now, this is front page of our lives and saving relationships. So, what can you give the listeners from what you learned? This time with your boo, did it revitalize you? Did it make?
Yeah, man, we had a good time, man. We had fun. We weren't trying to pay for parking, so we, you know what I'm saying, together we out there trying to, sneak into somebody's parking lot and stuff like that, man. She was down for that. You know what I'm saying? Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Without the kids.
I had a hell of a day. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was like one of the greatest days that I've had in recent years, man. First of all, my basketball team won their first game.
That's what the hell I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
They won their first game, man. That should have been an omen right there.
You wanted to quit last week.
I wanted to quit, man. They won their first game.
Hell yeah! How'd your boy do?
My boy he had about 6. He had a few baskets, man. He played some good defense, got some rebounds. Passed the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? My older son, he's been having some health issues, man. I dropped him off at somebody's birthday party, and they were at the park, and they were playing flag football. So he's about to get out there and do some things. And then, you know what I'm saying, hung out with my girl, saw my idols, my childhood heroes, Morris Day, Cameo. I mean, the only thing that would have been better is if I'd have saw, like, Mike Tyson personally knock a nigga out.
Larry is. All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. Have fun with your boo. That's pretty much what it is, man. Have some non-kid fun with your boo. And, you did family stuff and you had fun.
Yeah, I had a hell of a day.
Had a complete day. And for Kamal to say he had a happy day is record-breaking, man.
Yeah.
I hate fun.
That's huge. When we come back, Halle Berry spills her ex-husband's business at a custody hearing. But before that, we got to give props to one of the best black businessmen in the world. This is the MRA Podcast. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. we doing something different here at the MRA Podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's a majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Come on. You were saying you heard the side piece anthem at the concert?
The side piece anthem by SOS Band, Just Be Good to Me.
Man, when they say, I don't care about your other girls.
Oh my gosh.
Just be good to me.
Yeah, people coming up to us saying you a user. No, I don't care. You straight with me.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't care, whatever.
That's not even the side piece anthem. That's every man's dream.
Yeah.
You know, because she's not the side piece.
Well, she says, yeah, you'll never be mine or something like that.
Okay,
I know.
So she is the side piece.
Yeah, people say you'll never be with me or something like that. Yeah, I think she is the side piece. Or he's got a gang of chicks.
Yeah.
He's got a gang of chicks.
You know what I never knew? I never realized that Whitney Houston's song was about a side piece.
Which one?
The one where she says, saving all my love.
Oh,
I know. See, if you go through the words in your head,
yeah,
we might have to do that one day. Go through the side piece because basically, like, you know, you used to tell me we'd run away together.
Oh,
yeah, like I gotta find the lyrics, but when I read them to you, matter of fact, I'm gonna just read them right now. Would you say your wife likes what song she likes?
Man, she like The Boy Is Mine by Monica and Brandy. She don't play that sharing shit.
All right, here it goes. This is Saving All My Love. A few stolen moments is all that we share. I didn't even know that's what she's saying.
Oh yeah, it means we can't hang out as much as we
like.
This
is what I knew. Yeah. She said I heard this a couple years ago.
Oh, you got your family. They need you there.
Yes, you got.
Right.
Yes, you got your family. They need you there. I was like, wait a minute, what?
How the fuck they was letting us sing that shit?
I know. I never noticed it.
I know our parents had to know.
Dude, though I've tried to resist being last on your list, but no other man's going to do, so I'm saving all my love for you. Yes! That's what the hell I'm talking about. That's a team player right there.
Man,
it's not easy living all alone.
Yeah, obviously. Here's the thing about it.
I find a man of my own. I'm sorry. I'll do this all day. Go ahead, dog.
Nah, it's a crazy thing. You know these women didn't write these songs.
Hell no, that's what's funny. You know Jam and Lewis wrote Just Be Good to Me. And you know Whitney Houston didn't write that shit. But I was like, just sing it, nigga. Trust me.
It's just a hit.
Trust me. And it was.
Yeah. I mean, lonely women gonna love the song.
Trust me. I know it's risky, but sometimes you just gotta listen to me. All right, so we're doing something different. We have an episode coming up. It's either gonna air on Thanksgiving or the week after. Well, it's kind of like an inspirational MRA podcast episode.
Okay.
All right. And so, and we're going to be real. The reason why we're doing this is because I'm going out of town for the Bayou Classic, and we ain't going to be able to record that weekend. So we're pre-recording some things that we think the audience will enjoy. Mm-hmm. Right. So, it's our Thanksgiving episode, but it may air the week after. Anyways, but we're going to get into Byron Allen. We're going to talk about him. The shit he went through to build his success, right?
Yeah.
But talking about right now, Byron Allen won that case. He had a case that went all the way to the Supreme Court.
He won, and they appealed it to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
And so the appeal has some ramifications because if they had won, it would have overturned like some civil rights laws from like the 50s or 60s. You know what I'm saying?
No, the civil rights law was from 1866.
1866.
Yeah.
My bad.
It was like the way he described it, it was like our 40 acres and a mule. Like, you guys are going to need this to protect you in business. So,
right.
Basically, it's if somebody discriminates you, what Comcast and Charter allegedly wanted to do is to make you have to prove it by 99% sure that it was the only reason why they didn't fuck with you.
It was race, yeah. And it was like no way possible
to prove that
you could ever prove that like you didn't get a loan or you didn't get some contract based on your race. And so it was dangerous, and he was scary because he was saying like at the Supreme Court they were gonna do some unprecedented shit and like damn near allocate their time or defer their time to Trump's DOJ.
Yes.
To get up there and argue in favor of Comcast against Byron Allen.
So anyway, we're going to get into Byron Allen and the struggles that he had to do on the way to his success. And we're going to talk about all of that really soon on our special Thanksgiving episode. It's either going to air on Thanksgiving or the week after, probably the week after. We're going to get into all of that Byron Allen stuff. It's a really special episode. You guys are going to have to tune in for that. But right now, we got to talk about Halle Berry, dog. She spilled some tea. Now, we talked about on this episode, Kamal, you dropped some genius stuff about the different types of women and the clapback. And I'm just going to tell you, man, this show helps me out a lot because I not only do it, I listen to it, I edit it, and I listen to it. And I got a clapback. And when you taught me what to do with the different types of women, episode 66 is called Second Guess. Please go to www.themrapodcast.com. Go back and listen to this episode if you haven't heard, because I promise you, man, this one is a game changer, fellas, because it tells you how to deal with the different types of women. And you taught me how to deal with the clapback woman.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get into it. You guys got to go back and listen. But literally, dog, you have coached me up because I've almost walked into her traps. And I'm just like, nope, you got to clap back. And you know how to stop a clapback. Don't say shit.
Don't say shit.
Don't say, because she's a counterpuncher.
She's a counterpuncher.
So she's baiting you to punch. And you want to say something so bad. Don't
do it.
If you have the insulter. You got to watch what you say.
Watch what you say, man. Pillow talk.
Yes.
You know.
Here's something the guys don't understand, Kamal. And I've joked about this on stage, but it's really deep. The woman you're in love with, this beautiful woman, is going to fuck you up one day. One day you guys are going to break up. Odds are you ain't going to make it. I'm sorry, but it's just facts, right?
Yeah.
And this woman that you love is going to hurt you in a way that you can't imagine. It sounds defeatist, but if you just think in science and numbers, man, the odds are this relationship won't work. So you got to know how she's going to stick you. Like, I know with my ex, man, she's not a clapback or an insulter. She's something, but she's never going to say some hurtful shit.
Yeah.
My current is going to say some hurtful shit.
Quick story.
Yeah.
I used to work at this school, and this one teacher, she was with her high school sweetheart. She was married.
Yeah.
And man, she talked about how her family loved him and all that stuff. That was the love of her life. He would come over during high school and sit at the table and eat dinner with the pops and all that stuff. And I was only at the school for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
And so I think the third year, they had a kid and all that stuff, and they missed the show. They wouldn't come to the Daquan show.
Okay.
But they were traveling and all that stuff. And then the next year, she couldn't stand this man. Ugh. I mean, she said she hated him and all that stuff. He was just the worst guy alive. The last time I saw her, before the summer, was the love of her life.
It's crazy.
It's
amazing. But so I am saying your shit's gonna break up, but I'm not guaranteeing it's gonna break up. But I'm just saying, whoever you're with, they fight in a certain way. Halle Berry, man, this dude pillow talked and shared with Halle Berry that he had an incestual relationship when he was young. And when they broke up, she brought this shit up at court.
A family court, right?
Yeah.
A custody court or some shit?
Yeah, because obviously he wants custody.
Yeah.
And that means she's got to pay. So she went to his dirt. Well, you told his lawyer, the motherfucker was fucking his cousin or whatever back when he was younger. And that's probably why the motherfucker wasn't fucking me, because I'm Halle Berry. Why would a man not want to fuck me? There's a lot of reasons why a man wouldn't fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, man. She's like on her fourth husband?
No, David Justice was like, I'm good.
Dude, David Justice, man, I was reading, David Justice is he's never met anybody who could throw a bigger tantrum than Halle Berry.
Dude, that's that pretty girl syndrome at its finest.
Yeah, every time she saw him, in the picture, he's a baseball player, so you got publicists, you got females around, she thought he was cheating.
He probably was, though. I mean, let's just keep it 100. He probably was.
She said she always thought he was cheating. And then she was saying that she got a restraining order on him, saying he broke windows. He said he never did that shit like that. Yeah. And then when I guess some famous guy busted her hearing, and hit her so hard that she's kind of deaf in one ear, and everybody thought it was David Justice, and she never said it wasn't David Justice.
Wow.
She
just let them.
She let that rumor go on.
Yeah.
And so David had to be like, "Hey man, motherfucker, I never touched that woman."
Like John McCain, when it was talking shit about Obama, he on the campaign trail, he'd be like, "Oh, we don't got to do that."
Yeah.
But President Trump would just let it go.
Yeah. Like Halle Berry never corrected anybody. So all these years, he said at the end of it, he had to stop it because he's got his daughter as an actress trying to navigate through Hollywood, and because he was saying women, women interview him oh, Halle Berry.
Yeah, he's like, wait.
Hey,
I didn't
he
do
said
that.
people were constantly asking him or calling him, you're the guy that hit Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I never touched
I
that
never
woman.
touched Halle Berry.
And so he finally had to put that shit to rest.
Yeah.
And then people were like, okay, it wasn't him. It was Wesley. And Wesley was Wesley's like, shit wasn't me. And
Who
so
said it was Wesley?
like people. It had to be Wesley. You know what I'm saying? But she's not saying no. She's just letting people.
I didn't know
get
Wesley
this.
was with that.
Wesley said it wasn't him. It was Christopher Williams.
Let's go, Wagner.
Wes was like,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it was Akeem. Fuck that shit.
I never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker.
But my point is, as fine as she is as much as she's like every guy our age's fantasy.
Yeah.
She would be tough to be with.
Coming up, not next, but later on in the Dear Irby, man, we're going to talk about the fact that a man got cheated on by his wife more than once. And we're going to get to that later. But right now, Lil Wayne spoke on that phrase, once a cheater, always a cheater. Is that true? We're going to find out soon. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen, so I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I pick. Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what do the people listen? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Hey, Kamal, you showed me this. Lil Wayne went on Vlad TV and they asked him questions. Sometimes they just ask you a bunch of questions. Yeah. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about this? Okay. And so they asked about, if a woman can change a man. And he said he doesn't agree with the phrase, once a cheater, always a cheater. Now, we've talked about how we feel about once a cheater, always a cheater, and we're going to get into that in a second. But he says, nah, he don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. He says she can change you. You could be changed by love. Genuine love can change you. Do you agree that you could be changed by love, Kamal?
I don't think you can be changed by love. Mm-hmm. I think you can be changed by monotony, boredom.
Hilarious.
Just, what I'm saying? I'm tired of doing that.
Yeah.
But as far as like the chick, I don't believe love. I think, what I'm saying, you if to make that change, that's a individual thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to make that change, you make the change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think like if LL's not cheating, I don't think it's because he's head over heels. It's just that L's has so many chicks. He's like,
you're just tired.
I'm tired, yeah.
So I do believe once a cheater, always a cheater. Do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
No, I think that basically, what I'm saying, you can just get tired of something.
Yeah.
That's not your thing anymore.
So let me tell you why I believe once a cheater, always a cheater. I believe once a cheater, always a cheater for the same reason somebody is always considered an alcoholic. If somebody is a habitual cheater, it's not necessarily a negative thing, even though I just compared it to alcoholism. But they kind of have a bit of an addiction to love and sex in a way, if they keep on doing it. Because, alcoholics, they put their alcoholism over everything, right? But workaholics do the same shit.
Yeah.
And some people have like a love and intimacy addiction. And some people are just not monogamous. So I do believe once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't believe you could be changed by love. But if you are in love when you're sprung, I think you could be temporarily changed. But I just don't trust. It's just like in New Jack City. I gambled on you. You gambled on a crackhead. Mm-hmm. I don't believe. I would never put a crackhead to work around crack. Because he's a crackhead. Even if he's
reformed,
he still has that issue.
Yeah.
And so I believe that your mate will always have that. They'll always be susceptible to that flaw. They're always going to have that possibility, whereas other people will not. You know what I mean? Like,
I got you. Like, yeah. And so I guess I would say I agree with that because I think that if sometimes it's situational circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, not me personally, but like somebody just doesn't cheat because he's not on the road anymore.
Yeah.
That's where all his cheating took place.
Yeah. It's not that he won't.
Yeah.
It's, like I said, when you're in love, you're infatuated or whatever. But then when that wears, you're open to certain things. It's like in football, right? Certain offenses, the Patriots have a great defense, but they struggle against running quarterbacks. Everybody has their Achilles heel. And so that's what you got to understand. We're going to get more about that into the Dear Irby letter when that's coming up soon. But yeah, everybody has their weakness.
Yeah.
And so you got to understand who you're with and who you're like. For instance, you talked about sending letters to you didn't do that on this episode, did you? Well, we talked about how you're going to send letters to the agents and managers, right? But one of your weaknesses is, I don't want to put your shit on blast. Let me just say mine. One of your weaknesses is staying on the plan, right?
Yeah.
One of my weaknesses is finishing. I'm great in the first quarter. Fourth quarter, I'm tired. So I know that's one of my weaknesses. And so my thing is, once a cheater, always a cheater. If you're with somebody who has that weakness, that's always going to be their weakness.
Yeah. So you have an ex-athlete.
Yeah.
And when he was playing, he was always, because he was in different cities, he was knocking them down. But he's been retired. He doesn't travel. He's at the house, plays golf.
Yeah.
He's not cheating. But if some autograph signings in Buffalo or something like that, he's got to go back to Buffalo 15 years after he was playing.
Combined with some other things might also make it flare up. Like, I think I can be faithful. I've been faithful before. It's just really hard for me.
How long? What's the
2
longest?
years, the
2
max.
years?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
It's just really hard for me, especially when the relationship gets stale. When that shit gets stale, I feel tortured. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. You know what I mean? I know what it's just like a dope dealer, right? When a dope dealer is a dope dealer and he's broke as fuck working at Ralph's, and he's like, I know how to flip this money. Why am I sitting here starving?
You never watched The Wire?
No, but
the last episode of The Wire, the main drug dealer, he has to go to legit.
Yeah.
The DA says if we sniff,
we
get a whiff that he's selling dope, he's doing life.
Yeah.
We prosecuting for some other shit.
Yeah.
So he's got to go legit.
Yeah.
Right? And so his lawyer takes him to this big fancy meet and greet, some mixer or something like that. He's introducing all these money people and all that stuff. He's shaking his hands and all that stuff. And he's like, okay, cool. And we see like, okay, that's Marlo. Marlo is a reformed drug dealer. He says, oh, excuse me, let me go to the bathroom for a second. All right. And he leaves. He leaves the place.
Yeah.
And next scene, he's walking on the block. You know what I'm saying? And approaches some dudes. Like, the fuck y'all looking at? He's like, what? Like, what? Who the fuck is you? And he walks up to the guy pulls out a gun. He blocks. He punches the guy. The bullet grazes his shoulder. And they run off. And he's bleeding. And he like takes his finger, tastes the blood, and he's like breathing hard, like, I'm back.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
I'm back in my natural element.
I know that was the feeling I felt the first time I stepped out of my marriage. I was just like, I cannot do this one more day. And I was like, of course, the consequences sucked, and I'm still suffering from that. But my point is, it's just like that feeling of, this is what I do, man. I know how to flip this. I don't have to be sitting here starving. I know what to do. I've been doing this since I was 2. Watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna play that again? Let me show you how we really get down. So yeah, I do believe, I don't want to get redundant anyway. When we come back, John Legend is the sexiest man alive. Does he get the MRA stamp of approval? And later on, we got a Dear Irby letter that you cannot wait to hear. Trust me, you're gonna want to hear this one. Dude got cheated on again by his wife. We're gonna break it down and try to help this brother out. It's the MRA podcast. Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Kamal, John Legend won the Sexiest Man Alive. We got to do this quick, man. There's not much to say. It's kind of weird, dudes commenting on the Sexiest Man Alive. But I do want to know, how do we feel about him representing the fellas as the Sexiest Man Alive?
I love it.
Okay. Why?
I love it because he's not a traditional sex symbol. You don't see John Legend with his shirt off, ripped abs and stuff like that. He doesn't seem like he spends hours upon hours in the gym to having his chiseled body and stuff like that. The man plays the piano. He sings some ballads, and he is socially conscious. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that he won Sexiest Man Alive, I thought it was more to it than just the physical. It had to do with like his mental and his awareness. Yeah. And so that I was like, you know what? Then for this woke generation, it makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense because I know, like, and we talk about like fairness. Yeah. Because we always objectify women, sexiest women alive, and stuff like that. So if they're trying to get away from just physical appearances, John Legend makes a ton of sense. He gives to charities. He's a proponent of a lot of social. I don't know, call them protests or whatever, but he's definitely active. He's an activist. Yeah. And so in addition to, you know what I'm saying, he's a singer and all that, but he's not one of these like sexy singers that chicks are throwing their panties and stuff like that.
That's why I hate it. I hate it, Kamal. I'm gonna tell you why, man. I hate it because I'm intimidated by it because I could never be that. I could do Idris. The first Sexiest Man Alive is Mel Gibson, 1985. Yeah. Dark, rugged. I can do rugged. Right. I can do dark. I can do, bad boy. I can't compete with John Legend. Yeah. I can't do that, man. He's a nice guy. Right. He's a good guy. Yeah. I'm a bad guy. I can't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a bad guy, but I'm gonna play. I'd rather play a bad guy in the movie than the baby face.
Yeah. And so when I saw, I was like, oh, in 2025,
that's you. You got that right. But that's a lot of simping, man. 'Cause this dude put it this way, man. When his wife offered him a side piece in the picture, he looked uncomfortable.
Well, I thought that was a setup.
Dog. Like I said, man, I'm going old school, man. Why was it a setup quickly? Because we got to go.
Because, man, just to see how his reaction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, I would have been like, hell yeah, finally. That would have been my post. Finally, ladies, get on board. You want a man to be happy, give him some nappy. And now you talk about yours. That's what I'm talking about. When we come back, man, we got to quickly touch on this Mason Rudolph, Steelers,
Myles Garrett
beef. And then we got the Dear Irby letter coming up. This is MRA Podcast. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing is funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated. Okay. But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still.
Yeah,
Caitlyn.
He's Bruce.
He's Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Kamal, did you watch the fight, the Steelers-Browns fight?
Yeah, I did see that.
How'd you feel about that, dude?
Man, here's the thing about it. When I first saw it, I was like, Myles Garrett is tripping.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, Myles Garrett's tripping.
My mouth dropped open.
Yeah, Myles. Well, here's the thing about it. I watched the game, man. They were hitting Mason Rudolph pretty hard. He threw like 4 picks and stuff like that. They beat him up pretty good. And so 8 seconds to go in the game, Mason Rudolph hikes the ball. He throws a screen to the running back. He doesn't have the ball anymore.
No.
Myles Garrett not only grabs him, but he pulls him down. So I'm like, something's going on between them two. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Mason Rudolph's talking shit, but Myles Garrett, the game is over, wanted to send a final fuck you to Mason Rudolph.
Yes, he did.
And he laid on top of him. Mason Rudolph tried to pull his helmet off. I didn't see that part at first.
Not at first. I didn't either.
But it sent Myles Garrett into a frenzy. He pulled Mason Rudolph's helmet off. Some Steelers tried to break it up. Mason Rudolph is like, you know what I'm saying, that little dog is chirping.
Yeah,
like,
he's still a little chihuahua, still talking.
Still woofing. Tries to come up and like starts barking. And Myles Garrett swings the helmet. Bah! Cracks Mason Rudolph over the head. So I thought just that action alone was bad.
Yeah.
But if you look at, I mean, in the vacuum, Myles Garrett is tripping. Myles Garrett,
especially if you just show the hit.
Yeah, deserves everything that's coming to him. But the totality of the situation, I think that he definitely lost his cool. But I think Mason Rudolph definitely has some culpability in that situation.
Absolutely, man. This is one of those things like the Ray Rice beef, right? This is dangerous territories, but I'm going in anyway. The Ray Rice beef went like this, according to her. She slapped him, I think, twice, spit in his face, and broke his phone. She was running in for the third hit, and he clocked her. All right. It doesn't matter how many times this is the society we live in, and people are like, yep, so? It doesn't matter how many times she slaps you, spit your face, you can't retaliate not one time. That's what happened. He reacted. Ray Rice reacted when his fiance came in for the third blow. You know what I mean? And this is what happened with Myles Rudolph and what's his name?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett and Mason Rudolph. Myles Garrett, Mason. All right, the Steelers quarterback tried to pull his helmet off. He retaliated by pulling his helmet off completely.
Well,
right?
I'm stronger.
Let
than
me
you.
show you how to pull a helmet off. All right, which is whatever. And then he's. It looks like the Browns guy is walking away. He's done.
Well, the two Steelers offensive linemen, Mason Rudolph's offensive linemen, are holding him back.
Yeah.
They're holding Myles Garrett back.
But then the Steeler guy comes back, says something else, and then he clocks him in the head. Well, kicks him in the nuts, and he clocks him in the head.
Well, he's trying to get because his helmet's gone. Maybe his manhood is threatened. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's trying to get to Myles Garrett at this point.
Yes, he is.
So it's like my boys are holding you back, and I'm trying to get to you too.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous. It's Chihuahua.
Yeah.
But, so I believe that Myles Garrett hits him in the head with the helmet, which is flag on the play. You can't do it. Just like you can never hit a woman. You just can't. Regardless of the reason, you just can't. I believe Myles Garrett would have hit him in the head with a Bible if he had a Bible in his hand.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, Nick, what?
Because he's trying to get to him. I have this helmet in my hands. I'm not swinging the helmet. I'm trying to swing on you over your friends who are blocking me.
It's in my right hand, and this is the hand I hit people with.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, it was, it looked like he went after him, took his helmet off, then hit him in the head. That's not exactly what happened. No. But the word I'm going to give to you fellas is this, as we go to break and get ready for Dear Irby, is this. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what she did, what he did. You have to keep your cool because you will lose everything. When we come back, we have a man whose wife cheated on him multiple times, and he's come to us for help. You got to listen to this one. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friend some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, this is hard for me to do because I hardly know you gentlemen and I just started listening to your show, but I need some help, so here it goes. My wife cheated on me with this guy from work. I really don't understand what is going on. I just caught her with another guy 5 months ago. Ugh. Both are married. I contacted this latest guy's wife to tell her about what is going on with her husband. She was devastated, and we came up with a plan. We got all four of them together and asked them to choose. My wife chose me, her husband chose her, and order was restored. But 2 weeks later, I found out my wife was still contacting him. Here's the stressful part. She was telling that guy that I was abusive to her so that he would not tell his wife about the conversations. Why would she do that? I have never laid a finger on my wife. I am not perfect, but I do my best. My wife has been under a lot of stress because she is about to get laid off. I have tried to be as supportive as possible, but obviously I was not supportive enough because she ran into the arms of another man again. What should I do? We have 3 beautiful daughters. I love my wife and I know she loves me. I just don't know how to fix this. This will sound crazy, but the guy's wife actually told me about your show. It's crazy. I'm hoping you can help Devin in Denver. Kamal, what you think, man?
Devin in Denver, here's the thing. I believe your wife is broken. She's broken, man. You can't fix that.
Bad apple.
She's a bad apple. I don't know if she was always a bad apple, if she turned into a bad apple, but she is what she is now. You know, first of all, you're a bigger man than me. You caught her cheating 5 months ago, and you stayed with her. That would have been end of the marriage right then and there.
End of the road, boys and men.
Yeah, but you stuck it out. You know what I'm saying? And then you caught her with another guy. All right? Again, I'd have been done right then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would be going against everything I believed in to stick around, but okay, you did it. And you contacted the dude's wife. I wouldn't have did that, but you did that. And you guys met up and you guys gave each of you guys' spouses ultimatums. They ultimately chose you guys and you thought order was restored. And then you found out that she was still in contact with the guy. Well, is this the guy from work? Yeah, man. So I would have had to. She'd have to quit if she was had to be true. She couldn't work with the guy. But I digress. She's still contacting the guy, and then she's making up shit about you. She doesn't see you the same way you see her.
Ouch! Ouch!
She doesn't.
Ouch!
She doesn't see you the same way, man.
Ouch!
She's stepping
Hey,
out. Yeah.
hold on a second, man. I'm dying over here, brother. Can a brother die for a second? Damn, Kamal, slow down.
My bad,
a
man.
nigga's over here having a moment. And you saying the shit you gotta say, nigga. I'm in pain. Ouch!
Yeah.
Say that shit again, dog.
She don't see you the same way you see her.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah. You are not her knight in shining armor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You might be an adequate provider, good with the kids, but you're not that guy to her. I'm not saying you're not the guy. You're just not that guy to her. She's looking for it with 2 other guys. She's looking for something else. And here's the thing about it. I get it. That's your wife. You love her. You're trying to make excuses for her. She's under a lot of pressure. She's about to get laid off. Was she about to get laid off 5 months ago with the first guy?
Hello.
Hey, man, it's no excuse, man. My advice to you would be to approach her, tell her you guys are done. Don't contest this divorce. Make that shit heavily in your favor. If not, I would tell the daughters. I would use that. If you want me to keep this quiet, you would agree to sign this and all that stuff. And, tell the girls that irreconcilable differences, but she can't share my bed anymore. She has betrayed your trust. You know what I'm saying? I know that hurts. You probably do not want to hear this. And I might not be the right guy to listen to because I have a hard line. You know what I'm saying? I have a 0 tolerance. And you have, obviously more than 0 because this is 2 different guys and she's still linking up with the other guy or communicating with the other guy and she's putting a black eye on your name, dog. Devin, if it was up to me, if I was your boy, I would say get out of there as fast as you can and while you still got your dignity.
Damn, we come back on my way in. That shit hurts. Fuck this bitch. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Kamal, my heart goes out to Devin.
Yeah.
I hate to see a brother get played. Devin, I'm about to be disrespectful. You married a nasty bitch. Nasty ass. I caught her with another. This bitch. All right, let's break this down. First of all, both are married. You know why they're both married? And I know this from firsthand experience. You might be thinking, wait a minute, didn't you say you did the same thing? Yeah, I'm a nasty bitch too. Not a bitch, but nasty. The reason why she's picking married dudes is because she don't want to break up her home. And so when you cheat with somebody who's married, it gives you that security that they don't want to break up your shit. That's why she does that. We all four got them together and asked them to choose. Big mistake, though. Why you do that? Because you can't put nobody on the spot. That's not real. If you put somebody in the spot, they're just going to say what they're supposed to say to get through it. They're going to lie. All right. She was telling that guy I was abusive to her so that he would not tell his wife about the conversation. Why would she do that? Let me tell you what she was doing. This is what makes me angry at this woman. She was manipulating my dude. She was using my dude. I talked about addiction. She was using him to get high. She needs him. All right. This man, that other dude is a captain. We all have our weakness, right? Men like to save the day, Kamal. Mm-hmm. Okay. Men want to be a superhero. Women want to be princesses. Men want to be a superhero. All right. That's why we love wrestling. That's why we love Marvel. That's why we love DC. Mm-hmm. Even though DC needs to get their life together.
Little boys always want to be cops.
They want to be saviors. Mm-hmm. So what she's doing is, whether consciously or unconsciously, it's probably consciously, all right. So Superman, he's my favorite guy. What is his weakness? Kryptonite. When you have an addiction, even if it's not an addiction, we all have a weakness. Batman's weakness is that bat signal. When they throw up that bat signal, he will be there. He can't help it. That's him. You know what I mean? Even if he's busy, even if he's on a date, this nigga's at his wedding. You know what I mean?
He's in some trim, right?
This nigga's in some trim. He's at a parent-teacher conference. That bat signal goes up. Dog, what do you think Batman's going to do, honestly, if he's in a parent-teacher conference and that bat signal goes up?
Excuse himself.
I gotta go. I gotta go, man. I'm needed, but your son needs you. Bitch, you cover for me. I don't really need to be here.
Deal with it.
Deal with this shit. Tell me what she says. I'm not listening anyway. I gotta go. They're calling. So what this bitch is doing is she's putting up the bat signal. Mm-hmm. And the reason why she's saying he's beating me up or whatever she's saying is because she knows that he's a hero. She's tapping into his code, mm-hmm. touching the thing that he can't control. Alcoholics say, one thing realize they're alcoholics, they have to say, this is something I can't control. I have to have a drink even when I don't want to have a drink. I'm the same way with ass, Kamal. I could be in a happy relationship or especially unhappy. And if a bitch try to throw me some ass, I'm going to be like, especially she is like, I just need you to smash this right. I got to help her.
Yeah.
It's my Christian duty.
I got to do my duty.
What am I supposed to do? That's my job.
Not service the community.
I'm not supposed to answer this bad signal. So, my nigga, that's why she's dirty in your name. It's not intentional to shit on you. She's just using that to keep him because she knows that he don't want to disrespect his wife. So since his wife and you are in contact, she's like, you can't tell her because if you do, she'll tell my husband and I'll get my ass beat.
He might have slipped up with her, right? The initial cheating. He might be like back on the straight and narrow.
Yes, he is.
And she's like,
I have to say this to make him come back to the dark side.
Yeah.
Because he's not coming back because he almost lost his wife. Mm-hmm. He's good. Him and his wife are going to heal. But, this is going to set him and his wife back when his wife finds out that this motherfucker relapsed, sort of. He didn't smash, but you know how women are. Women don't even care about the sex. They care more about the betrayal and the lie.
Yeah.
So you said you would never talk to this bitch again, and she was able to dislodge you. I've been in this situation before where my wife was just like, you guys conspired to hurt me. That's what really hurts me. It's that you you protected her instead of protecting me. That's what I really regret.
Oh yeah, I've had one of those. What do they call them? Emotional.
Yeah, emotional affairs.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Dog, that devastates him.
Yeah. That shit was devastating.
Yeah, man. Okay, back to the letter. He said, I've never laid a finger. Okay, all right. He said, my wife is about to get laid off. Well, let me tell you why that matters when he says that. She's using you, dog. The reason why she's cheating, and women cheat for various reasons. Number one, they cheat because guys cheat because they just need to get fucked. But that's not usually how they cheat. Men cheat because they want to dip the weenie, period. It's like, it's not personal. You know what I mean? Women are like, just don't fall in love with her. And they kind of do by accident because they dip in the weenie and they're connecting to this bitch because she's actually into them. Men basically cheat because they're not dipping the weenie. They want to dip the weenie. And sometimes it's because, their woman isn't doing something. But for the most part, a man could cheat on him and his wife's best day. He just want to dip the weenie. He needs variety. I mean, that's his wiring. And some guys are more susceptible to that than others. But women don't necessarily cheat because they need their back blown out. Women cheat because they want their back blown out, but that's a small percentage. Or because of revenge, you did it, now they want to get you back dirty. Or, this is the bigger reason, they're done with you and they feel stuck. She is using him for money. She can't leave because they have kids, and she's not financially secure. I'm guessing that Devin has a good job in Denver.
Yeah.
And her financial security is shaky. So she's like, I can't leave. We have kids. I can't pay my bills. How will I feed? So she probably needs her back blown out. But more importantly, she's done with you, Devin.
Yeah, he's there in name only.
Yeah, she's using you, dog.
Yeah.
And that's why I say cut her. And I don't normally say cut her.
I always say cut her.
Yeah. I normally say make it work for the kids. The only way you can make this work, Devin, is if you understand that you're married to a hoe. And you can get on board with being married to a hoe.
Yeah. If you can accept this, this new reality.
Yeah, this is the woman. This is your wife.
Yeah,
your wife is a hoe, and that doesn't necessarily mean she don't love you, but she's a hoe. She probably gonna need to get her back blown up by other dudes.
And I would say, like you said, you caught her and you found out.
Yeah.
All that shit needs to cease. If you gonna stay with her, stop
catching her.
Stop trying to catch her.
She's not gonna stop fucking other dudes.
Stop trying to catch her.
Yeah, she's not gonna stop. I was watching this porn recently, man. And it was weird. It was like this dude was filming. All right, so this was the category, okay? It was this dude and his wife and his girlfriend. And I had to figure it out because they didn't explain it. But they were having an interview afterwards, and I was like, which one's his wife? The older woman's his wife, and then the girlfriend. Basically, it's this white dude, his wife, and his girlfriend. And his wife's business is bringing in their conservative white friends to have sex with a black dude for the first time. That was the category. So this dude's wife, her business is bringing black dudes in to beat it up correctly. So the dude was watching his girlfriend get smashed by some black dude, and she was loving it. It was her first time with a black dude. And the wife, and then I was like, okay, this is kind of dope because the dude knows his wife. And the wife said something that blew me away, Kamal. The wife was like, because the dude was just like, what's the big deal? I've been with black women before. It doesn't make me turn on my, white women. And she was like, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't never given up black dick. And the dude was like, oh man, you do, come on. You, even though you love me, and this is a dude that knows his wife has sex with other men. And she was like, if you love me, you wouldn't ask me to. And I thought, woo, I love that. Cause I would say the same thing. If you love me, you won't ask me to. Cause he was like, if you love me, come on, why you. And she was like, well, if you love me, you won't ask me to do it. And that might be what Devin's situation is, because the dude in the video was like, whatever. And then in other episodes, because I was watching for a while, it was a day when I was supposed to be writing. And, nothing makes you get distracted like having to write. When I got to write, oh man, the bathroom gets cleaned, laundry getting folded, because I'm scared. I'm intimidated by the shit I got to do.
All of a sudden, clean the kitchen.
Oh yeah, you know what? It's time to build. It's time to put this fireplace together. Why, nigga, you ain't never? No, today's the day. Anyway, but the point is, this dude was cool. And then in other episodes, it was his wife and one of his wife's friends. And so it would be the white dude who's the boss, right? He'd bring one of his buddies in, and now his buddy's wife's about to get smashed for the first time by a black dude. And his buddy's watching aroused. And I was just like, I wish I had that kind of strength. Like to know that, yeah, she's just getting dick, but she's coming home. Like she's not leaving for this nigga. She ain't going nowhere. Like, I wish that. What were you gonna say?
She's leaving with that nigga because she ain't coming back.
Hey, come back and Mr. Brown. But boy, I'm watching this thing and I thought, damn, that's crazy that they have this kind of strength. And it's not just a white thing. That guys, some guys can handle their woman getting just pleasured by this dude.
Oh man, my boys used to throw swing parties, and back in the day, I've gone to a couple of them, and like married couples will go in there, and like honestly, man, I always thought like that was a chick that manipulated this guy, into basically just letting her like get smashed. But you know what I'm saying. They would let dudes smash their wives. They'd be like, chilling, clapping hands with the dudes. I'm like, what the fuck?
In my opinion, that relationship has a good chance of working because they're being honest with each other. And especially when you could be really honest with your wife, like, listen, I love you. Like, I wish my wife would have listened to me say, I love you. I will never leave. But sometimes I need to smash something else. And I wish she could have accepted that, the real me. And Devin from Denver, your wife may just need some side dick every once in a while. I hope not. But if that's the case, if you can accept that, just like I say women should accept the real man, if you can accept that, your marriage has a chance to stand. So that is my advice for you. If you can accept for who she is, you got a shot. But if you need her to change, for you to feel secure, it ain't never going to happen because people do not change.
And take off that Sherlock Holmes hat. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a detective.
She's not, because you're going to catch her again.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I listened to the business wars with Facebook and Snapchat. And basically, Facebook had to buy Instagram because they couldn't beat them. Then they tried to buy Snapchat and Snapchat said no. But the point is, you better buy into the fact that your wife wants some other dick. You have to buy in and go with it or be out because you will not stop her from being her. She's a hoe, dog. You married a hoe, my nigga. I'm sorry. You married a hoe. You missed the sign. She's not changing, so you better get on board to who she really is or let it go, bro.
God be with you, Devin.
If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is Dear Irby @themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
On Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
I am on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm not on Snapchat, but at Kyle Irby, at the MRA Podcast. I never knew Snapchat was basically invented to send nudes and it would disappear. I always thought, why would you want your message to disappear? And I was listening to the business where I was like, oh, that's why. Because it's a nude.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's how it took off. Anyway, so I might have to get on some. No, I don't do that shit. At the MRA Podcast, go to KyleIrby.com. You can see a lot of my videos, some of my commercials, some of the stuff I've been in, and some comedy videos at KyleIrby.com. Go to the MRApodcast.com where you can find episodes that we have done, like episode 66 when Kamal kicked that gospel about the 3 types of women. Kamal, man, I'm about to get into this piano because I've been working hard on it, man, trying to get better. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.